What's up, everybody? I want to discuss specific ways on how we can strengthen our immune systems and keep them strong so that we are not vulnerable to diseases, illnesses, or viruses. And all of these strategies, which I plan to go over, they're also effective in releasing any kind of fear. So this doesn't have to go for just physical sickness. It also relates to how we are feeling on the inside, because a lot of physical problems that come up are often a result of how we are feeling internally. So, first of all, I want to go over some basic things that all of you have been familiar with. Think about the types of foods that you're eating. I'm not here to tell you what you should be consuming, but there are clearly some foods which can heal you, and others which play a role in damaging your cells, things like that. So you want to focus on being alkaline if you're really concerned about keeping a strong immune system and keeping free of any illness. Dark greens are a great source for this. Any kind of leafy greens, spinach, kale, watercress, and vegetables as well are good, like broccoli, asparagus. So the green vegetables are always a good thing to go with, and you don't have to overdo it. If you're feeling like you're a little bit vulnerable or sick and you want to feel a little bit more alkaline, this is something to think about. And fruits are another type of food which will heal you as well. I personally really like to drink grapefruit juice. This is this very strong antioxidant, and I just always feel so much better when I drink this. And there's all sorts of fruits, such as like blueberries, strawberries. They help to hydrate you as well, and making sure you're drinking enough water to stay hydrated. And the quality of your water is important. I don't like drinking fluoride water. I like it to be as pure and alkaline as possible. I heard that artesian water is, the healthiest for you. It's the most healing, but I haven't personally gotten around to drinking it. That's something I would like to try myself. But besides what we're eating, we need to make sure that we're moving around a lot. We're not just staying in one place. Any kind of exercise is good. You don't have to exercise for multiple hours a day. Just like 20 minutes a day is actually perfect. It's not about the time, it's about the effectiveness and how you're feeling. You just want to make sure you're moving around, moving your body around, staying active, because we're all meant to be moving a lot, whether it's walking, running, biking. There's this orgone energy where we just have to keep in motion, and it's always good to just keep active to stay healthy. So definitely do that. Your quality of sleep is also important. It's not just the number of hours you're getting, but it's about turning off your mind and being able to completely shut off everything. And we need this to be able to function. We need to nurture ourselves, or else we're going to be exhausted and we're going to be more susceptible to viruses and things of that nature. So that's really important. And the types of frequencies which you allow into you is also essential. I made an entire other video about being aware of the frequencies around you. Some frequencies which I personally have felt have harmed me are radio waves and microwaves. And everybody has their opinions about, their usage of these things, but for me, it's been undeniable that, whenever I use the microwave, or listen to a radio or watch TV or take in these waves, I feel like my cells in my body are being harmed, quite literally, because I know for a fact that radio waves, they burn your cells and they cause tissue damage if you're not careful, if you absorb it in large amounts. And this is what I had told you all in this other video, but microwaves also throw off your heartbeat. You have a natural heartbeat, and the radiation coming from the microwave throws it off, and it can lead to heart problems. One solution is to simply step outside and get natural radiation from the sun, getting sunlight. It sounds very simple, but a lot of people fail to do this, and this is why I'm making such a big deal out of it. When I was able to go outside, get enough sunlight, be around trees and plants, I felt so very healed. I felt like I was receiving radiation which was helping me, was healing my cells. And you should all give that a try. And I never want to tell anybody what to do. Again, I'm just sharing what has helped me and what I feel can be helpful for everybody. Now, one more thing that I want to mention is that when you are in a state of fear, when you are giving in to whatever the media is saying, or if there are scare tactics and you're buying into it, the more fearful you are, the more susceptible you are to these diseases and viruses. It literally weakens your immune system when you are in a state of worry. So I find it very ironic how people become fearful over viruses, because they don't even understand how just by them being fearful, they have like a million times greater chance of getting the virus. So it's literally just about, it's using your mind, figuring out what's going to help me, what is not. And we all know what we should be doing in order to make ourselves healthier at the most basic levels. All the information is there. If we really are concerned about our health and our well-being, then we will be able to execute through the information that we have readily available to all of us. So, I'll go over what I had talked about. It was the foods you're eating. It was the quality of sleep, your exercise, and being aware of the frequencies around you. Like I had said, radio and microwaves, they can do a lot of damage to you. They can do a lot more damage to your immune system than natural radiation from the sun can. It's about placing yourself in frequencies which will allow you to thrive. There's too much of a concern over catching viruses and diseases when the simple solutions are there. It's just people are ignoring them flat out, and there's no excuse for that, and I don't want to hear any excuses, because we have everything that we need. We just need to execute on the simple actions. It's frustrating when people do not just take the time to understand what is really going on, and they're freaking out over wearing a mask. They're freaking out over just fear. There's just so much fear about whatever the media is saying, and it's never reasonable. It's never a rational thing. And I'm getting more frustrated by the day with it. I refuse to buy into anything that doesn't come from a rational place. I'm here to educate you all. If you can follow through on these simple things, I guarantee you won't find yourself in a position where you are susceptible. It's all about, living your lifestyle in a way where you're not susceptible to anything coming in and harming you. So thank you for listening to this. I'll be getting back to you all very soon.